can't believe you. Goading me into trying to explore that abandoned place in the woods? Really? Well, I guess I'm equally stupid for falling for it. And now what? Where's the rest of our class? We have to be back at the meeting spot in, half an hour? And we're completely lost. Like, do you even know north from south? Even if we did, where did we come from? All the stupid trees here look the same. Jeez. Is that a raindrop? Great, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse. Well, let's hope it's just a drizzle. Really? Serves me right for opening my stupid mouth. Okay, we need to get out of the woods right now. Let's just pick a direction and walk. And if you don't keep pace with me, I'm not stopping for you. Alright, well, at least the edge of the trees wasn't as far as I worried. But now we have a different problem, which is that we need to get shelter from this stupid rain. And it's getting dark. We were supposed to be at the meeting spot, and then we were gonna get dinner, and... well, there goes our nice school trip, I guess. Diversion of plans, and... well, would you look at that? My phone's dead, and I better not keep it out in the rain. We need to find somewhere that we can just bunk down for a little bit. Get our bearings. Call one of our friends. Figure out what's going on. There's some lights over that direction. I guess we just walk until we find a road. Okay. It seems to be a relatively small town, but I think that's a motel there. Thank God. Quick, how much money do you have on you? Really? Well, between that and what I have in my pockets... and I didn't bring my bank card either. I didn't think I'd need it. I mean, we already paid for everything in the school trip before we came here, so... it was just one more thing to lose, I thought. Well, we'll see how much a room costs, and then... hopefully we have enough. Alright, you wait out here. I'll go talk to the receptionist. I don't want her to see us together and think we're a couple or something. So I checked the nightly rate. Between us, we have just enough for one room. But it's a single bed. Thankfully, I don't mind sleeping on the floor, so as long as there's an extra blanket, we'll be okay. I can't believe I'm stuck with you during this storm. Of all people. Well, it's a bit of a dump, but at least it's out of the rain, right? And it seems like the bed's not that uncomfortable. Maybe I'll have you sleep on the floor instead. After all, it is your fault we're in this mess. I deserve to at least have a nice nap. And lucky for me, I brought a phone charger. So, give it that a few minutes and then hopefully we can get in contact with our class. It's so stupid how I let you get me upset. Or make me think that I need to prove myself to you. Like, that abandoned house? Neither of us really needed to go in, but I just had to prove that I wasn't scared. Or else you'd never let me live it down. Which is just stupid. But I guess I've done the same to you a number of times, so maybe I shouldn't be complaining. I guess it was only a matter of time until our stupid rivalry got us into this kind of trouble. Not that we're gonna stop. I'm still pissed at you. And I need to prove that I'm not gonna be this stupid from now on. Unlike you, who'd probably do the exact same thing in a heartbeat. What was that? Are you trying to start a fight? Look, there may not be a lot of space in this room, but that doesn't mean I'm not ready to whoop your ass. Okay. You're right. We should just calm down, gather our thoughts, try to put our issues aside. There'll be plenty of time to show you who's boss once we get back with the class. Though I don't think the fact that it's your fault is going to matter when it comes to getting us in trouble. At the end of the day, we both wandered off, we both disobeyed orders, we missed the meeting time. I'm sure they'll just be happy we didn't go missing fully, but I can imagine we won't be allowed to go on the next school trip. Or maybe they'll send us home right away. Not that this was the most exciting trip to go on. Like, I kind of figured we'd be going to the big city, where we could check out an aquarium, go to nice restaurants, see a play maybe, but no, they had to bring us out to some small hick town so that we could wander around in the woods and appreciate nature. As if I don't do enough appreciation of nature at home, where there's already woods, a pond, places to hang out. There's a nice lookout. Why did we come here? That's probably why I was so willing to follow you into that abandoned house. It was so boring. Don't get me wrong, nature walks are cool, but this ain't it. It's just the exact same as back home. I guess the budget cuts this year were pretty extreme, huh? I heard the seniors last semester got to stay in New York. Can you imagine? I've always wanted to visit NYC. And I've always heard bad stuff about it too, oh, it smells, people are mean, everything's expensive, but I love big cities. Living out in the middle of nowhere my whole life has really made me want to see things from a different perspective. A place where there's lights on all day, people out at all hours, where there's actually a variety of food instead of just 2 restaurants and a corner store. Did you know there's like 2-story McDonald's there? Even the McDonald's are better. Ugh. Why couldn't we have even gone somewhere that just had a mall? Ugh, don't look at me like that. I'm allowed to complain. Sure, I agreed to come on the trip, but I figured it was not going to be like this. Let me check my phone, see if it's got any charge. Okay. Looks like she's waking up. Now to see if there's any cell reception. I just need to fire off 1 or 2 texts, and hopefully we'll be home free. Ugh, great. So, as it turns out, the reception is god-awful, and my messages are taking ages to send. So, you can imagine what it'll be like when we actually try and receive texts. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I've got anything yet, and I'm pretty sure the teacher would have called by now. Considering, well, we're supposed to be back at a hotel in a completely different town. They're probably losing their minds thinking we ran off a cliff and died. God, I hope they don't call my mom. They probably have to though, right? I'll text her too. You need to charge your phone too? Alright, yeah, you can borrow my cord. I have enough power to at least last me a game of solitaire. I'm sure your parents are worried too. I know we don't always get along, but I don't want you to think that I don't care about you getting lost. Obviously, I don't want your family or friends to think you're dead. And I hope you don't want that for me either. Ugh, listen to me. Getting all stupid and sappy as if that's helping. I'm clearly exhausted. And don't worry, I'm gonna take the floor. Like I said, I don't mind. Just throw me a pillow and a blanket, would you? What do you mean? There's room on the bed. There is definitely not. I refuse to remain closer than 2 feet away from you at any given moment. What do you mean you saw a cockroach? You're lying. You're just saying that to freak me out. That's gross. There aren't cockroaches here, are there? What? Really? Oh no. I think I saw that one too. Damn it. Shove over. Did you get any messages yet? About where we are? Nothing? Great. And are you able to check Google Maps at all? See how far we are from where we're supposed to be? Worst comes to worst, we can just start walking. Once the storm lets up, I mean. It sounds miserable out there. Really? We're that far away? We're probably better off calling a taxi. Do taxis even exist out here? You know what? I don't want to think about it. It's kind of cold in here. I guess these rooms aren't super well insulated. And it's definitely not a nice summer heat with the rain. Do you mind giving me the extra blanket? Okay, you're right. I know. You won't have any if I have both of the blankets. Fine, we can share. But you better not get too close. Here, I'll make a division. Right in the middle of the bed. Don't cross this line. If you do, I'll sock you so hard in the gut you will not be able to wake up. Okay. I'm sure we can get out tomorrow. It is getting late after all. Ugh, I just realized we haven't had anything to eat. And we spent all our money on this room. You don't happen to have any food on you, do you? Alright, let me check my bag. Oh, score! I actually have a cup noodle here, and 2 granola bars. So I'll have the noodles, you can have the granola, and then we'll both have at least something in our stomachs before we go to bed, right? What do you mean that's not fair? Well, let's check the calorie count. Then I can show you that it's an equal amount of food. Oh, okay. Well, I see your point. Cup noodle is a bit more nourishing than a granola bar. Or even 2. Are you suggesting we split them? 1 bar each, half a cup each? We don't exactly have another bowl to split this into. Ugh, whatever. Fine, you know what? I'll suck it up for tonight. I don't want to make you starve after all. We can share. But your fork better not come anywhere near mine, okay? I'll just try not to think about it. Alright, well, not the most filling meal, but I guess it'll do. Are you feeling okay? Ready to sleep? Okay, good. Then I guess we'll figure out what to do tomorrow. And remember what I said about this side of the bed. Good night. Huh? Wait. Why are you so close to me? What's going on? I thought I made it very clear that you're... Oh, Am I on your side of the bed? Okay, well, let's just pretend this never happened, okay? I just must have rolled over in my sleep. I wasn't doing it on purpose, so you don't need to punish me or anything. And we can just forget about it, okay? Anyway, what time is it? Okay. Well, normally we would be getting breakfast around now, but We should probably be headed back to our class, right? Oh, that's right. Let me check my phone. Aha! There's a message in here from Daniela. She says that they're looking for us. And then later, she received my message where I told her where we were. Oh. She said they're sending... She said the school bus will actually be coming by the town so that they can grab us on the way back. So I guess we just have to hang tight. And she also told me that the teachers aren't too mad. They're just glad that we didn't get hurt or anything. Oh, look here. I have a message from the teacher saying that we're not in trouble as long as we don't get the teachers in trouble for letting us wander off and not noticing. So, all's well that ends well. I guess I shouldn't say that until they've actually come by to get us, right? Oh, and the rain stopped at least. One less thing to worry about. Do you want to get some fresh air? I feel like this room is getting a bit stuffy. That, and I think our checkout time is 11 a.m., so they'll kick us out sooner or later. Feels good to stretch out. Being cramped with you on that bed was not the ideal night. I wish we had money to get some breakfast or something. But hopefully there'll be food for us when the teachers come by. Oh, I messaged Daniela about that so she can make sure that they actually get us something to eat. What do you want me to request? You know, talking about McDonald's yesterday kind of has me thinking about a McGriddle. But maybe that's a bit too much to ask for. Or maybe not. There's probably a McDonald's on the way home from here, right? Okay, what's your McDonald's go-to? Why am I being nice to you? Oh, come on. Let's just put all that fighting behind us for a minute. Just tell me what it is you want for breakfast, okay? And we can go right back to clawing at each other's necks. If you want, I mean. Alright, I've sent both of our orders to Daniela. Let's hope that we get lucky. What did I mean, if you want? Well, I meant what I said. If you don't want to keep constantly fighting about everything, we don't have to. I mean, obviously we grate on each other's nerves, and that probably won't stop, but we don't have to go out of our way to constantly be bothering one another, or trying to prove that we're better than each other. Like, come on, we're both good at different things, right? Why keep bickering back and forth about who's number one overall? That's not really how things work, right? I think we both know that. Why are we so obsessed with fighting in the first place? Our weird version of a friendship? Well, Normally I'd slug you for saying something like that, but you might have a point. We've been butting heads for years now. If we really hated each other that much, we'd probably just avoid each other, right? Maybe the truth is, we both have a lot of fun competing. And who says we have to be rivals to do that? So, we don't have to tell anyone, but maybe just between you and me, we admit that we're friends. And maybe we can hit up a tennis court after school someday. How does that sound? It's a deal. Alright, now just to sit back and wait. And hope for McDonald's.